This week we've got Old Baby, Fart Fight, and Pimple Toy.
It's the weekend scramble, bitch.
That's a dope song, I like that.
Yeah, I like it. Can you remember it though?
Do it again.
It's the weekend scramble, bitch. I forgot how I did the beginning.
It was different than the last one.
First take was way better.
I forgot. Okay.
Yeah, so for our first story, there's this baby that has been born from an embryo that was frozen nearly 25 years ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because the mom is 26.
What? So the baby's like 1 year younger than her, basically? The embryo was like...
Yeah.
How did that happen?
So this is a donated embryo. So the embryo was conceived back in 1992, I believe.
And the mom was born in 91.
Yeah.
What? Whoa.
Yeah. So this baby
I'm so lost.
The mom is the carrier, right? Okay.
But she gets, I mean, it was donated to her, or like, the embryo was donated, so then this couple was able to just bring the baby.
So somebody back in 92 or 91 and then let the embryo happen.
No, they didn't because the mom was born in 91.
No, but it was a donated embryo.
Yeah, because they had to do that for the donated embryo, right? Yeah.
How do they
but even
extract
that,
that?
like, it's like the IVF process. So like they'll extract the sperm and egg, they'll create the embryo, and then they froze
they didn't
the
pop.
embryo. Yeah,
They
That's so funny.
They
That's so funny. Oh, so you later you guys about to.
Oh shit.
Get freaky. Turn on the Marvin Gaye.
Dude, that's like Austin Powers, but in an embryo.
Yeah, so they're saying that this.
Get it out.
Cells can just do that, just pick up where they left off. They're like, oh, we're gonna make a baby. And then they get frozen and they're just like, oh, we're gonna make a baby.
Yeah.
The power of freezers.
Wait, is there an animal that gets frozen and then it thaws out and then it goes back to life or something like that?
Bacteria.
Not bacteria.
Frogs.
Flies?
Heard of that.
Flies can die, like you can kill them, and then you can put salt on them, and then they come back to life.
What?
Yeah. My dad used to do it all the time. He'd catch a fly, he would drown it, and then he would the fly would be dead, and it would be dead for like a minute.
He's a murderer.
And then he would take some salt and be like, and then the fly would be like, and it'd be like Pet Cemetery fly, and it would just fly away. Yeah.
That is some crazy shit.
Well, there are animals that hibernate during the winter. They just freeze themselves and whatever, right?
Fish, like lungfish.
Yeah.
There's,
Koi fish. Don't koi fish do that?
I don't know about that. But there's fish and then
But they get
amphibious
frozen.
animals that do that too.
Yeah.
So
Who
frogs
was telling me? 'Cause I think maybe or bees. Do bees do that? Like they freeze them and then, like
Not that I know.
someone told me that they freeze something and then they put them wherever they need to go and then they thaw them out and then they're like. Zzz.
I know they have there's like a specific frog that inside their blood they have like a form of like antifreeze. So wherever the environment that they're in, they'll freeze over during the coldest times, and during springtime they'll thaw out, and that antifreeze will just have their heart beating just enough so where they're like, or it wasn't that it's frozen and it'll I don't either way that blood is very unique. Yeah, but
They froze Aang, Avatar, the last Airbender. He was frozen.
it's exactly the same.
So does it affect the baby? Is it just like it's a regular baby? Like
There's a baby frozen.
Yeah. So here's the family.
whoa.
I don't get
Is that even his cum?
It's not. They don't
Whose
have
baby is that?
It was some other people.
So this is the same thing as adopting, but she just wanted to go through the pain?
Exactly.
Why would you do such a thing?
That is the most beautifully stupid thing I've ever heard in my life.
She wants to feel the
Because
baby go
it's-
out, but it's
because-
not even her DNA.
It's not her DNA.
So it's a test tube baby.
Yeah.
Basically.
Whoa.
Well, they call these types of babies the babies that have been like frozen for a long periods of time. They call them snow babies.
Okay, so that's test tube is the slur for the snow babies. Can't call them that. They get offended.
This is Emma.
Oh my god.
Look like a grown ass man.
But yeah, so it was funny because the mom, this mom, the one that gave birth, she was saying like, you know what's crazy? Like if she was born when she was conceived, like we could have been friends.
That's
right
crazy.
now.
That's how old the mama is?
Yeah, they're only like a year apart.
A year old, yeah, than the embryo.
So like when the embryo was created, she was like a year and a half old.
That is crazy.
If you believe that souls enter the embryo, then what if that baby is 25 inside and just like, I'm stuck in a baby body?
Freaky Friday.
Like,
So for the first 25 years, the spirit was just frozen. Like, damn it! When am I gonna get the fuck out of here?
has this ever happened before?
Yeah, they've well, this is the first time that there's embryo that has been born after so much time, like this amount of time. But there have been other babies been born after that's 5 years, 10 years. But
Babies gotta be cute. If they're not cute, people will be so mean to them. I'll be like, you lucky you fucking cute. Right now, I'm taking care of your ass because you're cute.
That's what's saving them.
Yep. If they weren't cute, oh boy.
I think dogs too. Because like dogs will wreck your house, but they're so cute. You're like,
oh, you cute little bitch.
It's the same thing with like girls too, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Like hot girls always get away with saying like some of the stupidest shit.
I think that's why biologically, like cats, dogs, girls, we're all getting cuter just for survival.
The cuter, the better.
There was this. I was out in Cape Town because I took the Drips employees out because 3 of them had birthdays.
Oh, okay.
And so freaking there's a reason why I specifically stopped going out late at night. It's because they're the most obnoxious human beings at that hour. Like you just want to fucking
Like
suck.
drunk people?
Yes.
Or just like everyone?
Just
at that
drunk
time?
people.
Yeah,
just
they
obnoxious as fuck, right?
Yeah.
And so like I specifically remember this because like so either way, so there's Roger. He's outside. He's one of my business partners, and this girl comes up and they're friends and shit, right? And this girl's so fucking obnoxious. If you see this video, apparently she watches us. You're fucking annoying.
But she's probably drunk, so she doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Is she hot though?
Yes, so this was the problem.
Oh, that's what-
So like we were sitting out there, and then Roger, I'm just talking to Roger, right? And she goes, "Oh, you should come drink with us too." I was like, "Nah, it's 1 a.m. I gotta head out." And she goes, "No, drink with us." And I was like, "I'm okay, right?" And she goes, What's that?" I was like, "You're trying to make a joke right now, aren't you?" And she goes, "I think I smell pussy." And I was like, and so I looked at her and I was like, "So what do you do for a living?" Right? And she goes, "I'm a producer." I was like, "No, you're not." "So what do you do?" Right? And then she goes, "I fucking work." I was like, "No, you don't." "So what do you do for a living?" And she's just getting angrier and angrier, right? And so this girl was just sitting there saying the same fucking joke. "I think I smell pussy." "Oh, who's being such a big pussy?" And I just kept on. So I just sat there and I just looked at her and I was like, "All right, bitch, this is getting fucking annoying." So I walked away. And then she came up, she goes, "You're still not gonna come drink with us?" I was like, "Bitch, don't you fucking understand? Get the fuck away from me." You know what I mean?
She's not used to that.
But here's the thing. In my mind, I probably would have said worse things, but she was so pretty, I couldn't say anything. And I'm like, "You're so fucking lucky, you're cute, bitch, because if you was ugly, I would mistreat you way worse."
Ugly bitches don't get away with anything.
I like how that's your nice version.
Yeah, that's my nice version.
Yeah.
The worst, I just would have went in on her, but it's just like, oh, God damn, you're so cute.
If they're ugly, you just can't wait to talk some shit.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't like drinking anymore. It's not as fun as it used to be. Maybe it's just because it has to be around like the right amount of people.
Yeah, I think I like drinking around people I like that I already know, not randos at a bar, not like stupid strangers coming up to you being like, what do you do? I'm like, I do fucking fuck. That's what I do.
I do fucking fuck, motherfucker.
That's what I do. I told Steve I used to have this game where like I hated going out, but my single friends would always want to go out, and like when I was single, I was like, fine, I'll go out with you, and they'd be like flirting with guys and getting drinks, and I fucking hate that. And guys would come up to me, and they'd be like the douchiest guys, which is why I feel justified in this. And I would just be like, yeah. They'd be like, what do you do? I'd be like, you know those raccoon hats? Like I make those. And like I would just go on.
That's fucking tight.
Or I'd be like, I'm an engineer, and
That's actually hella
You're
interesting,
nice.
and you're gonna
You're
keep the
nice.
guy around though. I'd be
You're
like,
nice.
"You make fucking raccoon hats?"
I don't even have that conversation because I'm like, I'm trying to, that's why I have this fiesta.
yep.
You see some
But Gio, it's so much fun because then they try their asses off, and it's so funny. And you just play dumb. You're just like, oh, that's cool. And then at the end they're like, can I get your number? I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, why not? I'm like, cause I don't like you. And then they're like, haha, no, really. I'm like, No, I don't like you. No, I just don't like
You know those like children hospitals that try to save kids? I try to shut those down. I'm taking every single one of them out.
That is awesome. That should be your next
Fuck
one.
those kids.
you. Those
the
kids.
next time you're single.
I protest in front of them. I make the signs for the protest.
Yeah, so for our next story, there was this flight that had to make an emergency landing, and it all stemmed from farting.
God damn it, Bart.
What? I didn't do anything.
Dude, I bet that guy is it a guy? I bet they're bragging about it.
Sure
My fart had to land a plane. Guys
No,
brag
it's not.
about that kind of shit.
My fart was so stank, the whole plane had to shut down.
I'm not proud of my farts though. I'm embarrassed of them.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
An embarrassed person would try to hold them in or run to the bathroom and let them loose there.
Well, I'm honest, so I face them, but I'm very embarrassed.
That's courageous.
That's a real man right there,
If
dude.
I fart, I'm like, I fucked up, all right? And it smells like shit, but I'm embarrassed about it, yeah.
That's a real man right there. I've never seen a real man embarrassed before. That was tight. I'm so fucking bashful.
Yeah, so the way the story goes here, there was this flight from Dubai to Amsterdam, and apparently there was this
Oh, that's a
man.
stinky flight right there.
There was this man on the flight that just kept farting, and then the men around him asked him like, "Hey, can you stop farting?" And it escalated to the point where they started fighting.
Well, it's because they're serving hummus all day. Everyone's farting in there.
I know.
Yeah, because the man refused to stop farting.
I have the right to fart. This is a human right.
Yeah, and then so they ended up kicking everyone out that was in that row. Even
They had
some
a fist
innocent
fight
passengers.
over farting?
Like a straight rumble.
Well, they're saying that they were started fighting.
Wow.
It led to a fight. I mean, I don't know the
I-
degree of the fight, but yeah.
I understand it. I think I will start fighting someone if they smell bad.
Oh God.
Yeah. Especially because I'm pretty sensitive to human smell. So if they smell horrible, to me that's like saying fuck you, Joe.
You know what I wish? I wish is that some people would understand. If you know that you have like smelly fucking feet, the moment you board the plane and you sit down, take your shoes off.
Oh,
Take your shoes
That's the
off.
worst.
The first part before it sits there and it soaks, because that's what happens, right? So they'll sit there for.
And then turn the fucking air things on.
Oh my god, dude! Smelly feet is the worst because it just lingers like a
And people
bitch.
know that they have smelly feet. Like, there's nobody that doesn't know that they have smelly feet.
Oh, for sure.
Where does it come from? Is it like bacteria?
Just like bacteria, sweat, you know.
Can't they just get like hand sanitizer and squirt it all over their toes and try to kill that shit?
I was having stinky feet in France, and you know what I did? I got my deodorant and I rubbed it all over the sole of my foot and inside of my socks.
Did it work?
Yup.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You just gotta be creative.
Because so like when you're walking a lot, you know, you're sweating and then your sweat soaks onto the sole,
Yeah.
and then the sole of your shoe just traps all of that
Doesn't dry
bacteria.
out or nothing.
Yeah, it becomes like boxing gloves.
Do you ever wash the soles of your shoes?
I started to now. Like I just throw the soles and my shoes into the washer now, because I'm like, I've been working out too much. Now it's like boxing feet.
That's why people use the Gold Bond powder and shit.
I got antifungal spray and I always use it and all my shoes smell fresh.
Yeah.
Just as a preventative measure. I don't even need it, but I just like having fresh feet. Makes me feel
I
good.
just throw some of them into the washer and dryer, to be honest with you. Like the really crappy shoes.
Yeah.
I just throw them in the washer and just say fuck it, take it out after.
Yeah, stinky feet is a problem though. That shit's an epidemic.
I feel like it sucks for people that sweat more, because like I don't really sweat that much, so I don't have that problem. But like people that sweat, like they can't help that they sweat more, and then it just that's where it comes from.
Oh man, the people who like put bare
you
feet.
sweat.
You can't help it because if you know you sweat like a motherfucker, then wear sandals. Like there's ways, like I know some dudes that go train at the gym and they'll bring 4 t-shirts because they know they just sweat like a motherfucker and they don't want to be dragging their fucking sweat shirt all over the place. So like after each exercise, they're just switching t-shirts, and that's pretty dope that they're being courteous about that.
You know, I recently came across this product on Amazon that, because I get really sweaty feet whenever I wear my boots, because there's like no ventilation.
Everybody
You
was.
just gotta poke holes in them.
Yeah, so then I got this like little lotion thing that it ends up like trapping your sweat, and
Like
I
an
don't sweat at all.
antiperspirant for
Something
your
like that.
feet?
Yeah.
Does it still smell, or is it just like?
Smell? No, it doesn't. Like it doesn't sweat at all. Like it puts like this film over your skin, and it just like.
I want to try that for like my forehead, and then go fucking jog like 5 miles and see if it's just sweat. Like if I do like a rectangle, just filling up with fucking sweat. That's tight. Oh, can you use that as a condom? Like, and and then just put on your dick.
Would you want to put that on your dick?
I can try. I mean, fuck it.
And then take it off.
What if it peels off inside of you? That's not.
Ew!
I mean, that's how the girl's supposed to pee after, right?
Yeah, that's
Two different fucking holes.
Oh shit!
They need a fucking turkey baster to get that shit out.
Keep forgetting that there's two. It always looks like one down there.
Smash cut to like you with 5 kids, and that's how you guys were all born.
Well, that's more like smash cut that I have no idea how you were born.
We took every precaution.
Yeah.
All right, so for our last story, there's this really disgusting toy that's really popular right now for people like Julia, who's not here, that love to pop pimples. There's this actual toy
That's disgusting.
that gives you that feeling of popping pimples. I'm
What the fuck?
Oh my! Is it that like fucking pig and you squeeze and the dookie comes out? Oh my god! That is,
You should put a trigger warning for people with misophonia or something.
The dot thing?
There's people that.
Oh, like David.
But those dots are too far apart.
Oh, okay.
They have to be clustered together.
you know what reminded me of you the other day?
What?
I was peeing into the toilet.
What the fuck?
Let him finish. Let him
No,
finish.
you know David, he gets the creepers,
heebie-jeebies?
the heebie-jeebies from seeing like little holes. I get that a little bit too, like looking at the front of a lotus plant.
You
And then-
do?
A little bit. But I know what David's talking about. I can relate.
I don't know
And-
anything about you. What
And
the
I
fuck?
got that feeling a little bit when I was peeing into the toilet. And you know how sometimes you want to play like battleships where you just want to pee as hard as you can and see how many bubbles you can create? So I created hella bubbles and I saw all these little holes and I was like, ooh. And I was like,
yeah.
David.
That's like a piss beer float. That's why.
Is this weird to you? This cluster of
No,
things?
that's cool. That's
Oh,
cool.
I was asking
It's
about
like
this
very.
thing.
It's weird because some clusters affect you and some
What
don't.
about
I know what you're
these?
talking about.
Would these affect you?
No.
Some stock images
If
on
it's
Google,
black-
I look at it and I'm like, ooh, that's weird.
Like
What
the
about a honeycomb?
honeycomb? No, but the lotus flower fucks me up.
It's almost
dude.
the same thing though.
Like my favorite Vietnamese restaurant has just lotus flower pictures everywhere, so I'm just like, you know, I'm just like eating. That's so good.
So here's the clip of people or this person playing with it.
Oh, come on. Come on!
that's like my blackheads.
Yeah, Julia needs that for sure.
Oh, that's so gross.
No, we should get this for her.
What do they fill it up with? Vaseline?
It looks like it, huh?
Oh my god.
It looks like Vaseline. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels weird watching it.
So this is what
Like it's like weird and relaxing at the same time.
Relaxing? Oh, because you're expelling it? Like you're getting
Yeah,
rid
like
of it?
after. Like it's weird while it's coming out, like, and then it's gone. Oh yes.
Knowing it's fake makes it not satisfying for me. Like I like watching the real videos, like where they.
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
dude. There's these videos where like they take these tiny tweezers and they pull out like they do close-ups on like your pores and they pull out these blackheads and it's so satisfying. It just
Stop
like
it.
goes.
Have you seen the guy that?
When they fucking churn like ice cream or taffy, or like they're making paint, like that's fucking satisfying.
You are a fucking weirdo.
Did you hear? I'm a weirdo, but she likes watching pimples get popped.
I know, but I actually like her, so that's a different story.
Hater. It
No,
could be
so
satisfying,
this is how they're
Gio.
selling it. So you can buy this kit here for 20
Ew.
bucks.
Gotta get
And then you
that for Julia.
They give you like a little bottle to refill like gunk. Oh my god. And then you can also buy that. And then there's also a brown version.
Oh, thank you for being
So
inclusive.
that's like a stress ball for people who like this stuff.
I don't know, that's just fucking disgusting.
I don't like liquidy ones. I like the hard ones, like the blackheads that come out.
You know those videos when they, you know those videos, like I feel really bad for the people. Their skin is really, really bad.
Yeah.
Have you seen the ones in like China or India or whatever? And they have blackheads that are like the size of like almost a dime or something.
It's
It's like a worm comes
It's
out.
ridiculous because I'm like,
Yeah.
I've never seen blackheads where you could actually get a tweezer and pull it out. You know what I mean? So they're,
Have you guys ever gotten one of those big nose pimples?
oh, the one that hurt?
Yeah, it's like a pitcher's mound,
Yeah.
and you can't really tell where the hole is.
Yeah,
So what you do is you get a needle and you just shank it like 10 times, and then you squeeze and it comes out of all 10 holes.
That is not what you're supposed to do at all.
You just wait
Why
until.
the fuck are you doing
Yeah,
that?
you just wait until it moves to the top and a whitehead
That is
forms.
the craziest thing I've ever heard. Nobody is going to relate to that at all. What the fuck?
Because sometimes you just want to get it out, so there's just a pitcher's mound. I just shank that motherfucker from 10 sides, and I squeeze it.
He's prison about his whole life.
That's crazy. And you're not even in prison. That's the thing, dude.
He even has to piss like he's in prison. Like fucking make all these bubbles, make it really fast and violent.
Have you seen this fool eat a steak too? He shakes that shit. Every time he eats, he's like this.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
She likes it though.
And you said he does it in the middle of the night, right? Like he'll wake you up in the middle. He's like when you're not looking.
Yeah, like it's just always a surprise.
Their sex is crazy. He always tells her to drop the soap. Drop the fucking soap right now.
What the fuck?
Hold my fucking pocket. Hold my fucking pocket.